Hey, how's it going, guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out Angry Mobs Games' latest release called Brawlout, which by the time this video goes live, there will still be 1 day remaining until this game is released worldwide on the 20th of April for PC, and sometime later on in 2017 for PS4 and Xbox One. So Brawlout is the next promising competitive platform fighter, and ever since our first look at this game, people have obviously been comparing it to Super Smash Bros. With good reason, because there are a lot of similarities between the two games, but it has got its own unique points as well. One thing I should definitely mention is that the game is still in early access. Even though the game is released tomorrow, there are a few features still missing or just simply not activated yet, which I should point out. So we have the quick play and the ranked play, which are to play online matches against other players around the world. Obviously, for European servers and North American servers are separate. We have the private lobbies in case you want to invite some friends in and just have a friendly game with some mates. They also have local matches in case you've got some mates around and you actually all want to play on the same monitor by sharing the keyboard or plugging in some controller pads or simply playing against CPU controlled bots, which is where I spent most of my time in Brawlout, seeming as, at least in Europe, there's not many players online yet as it's still in early access and I've struggled to find online games. Another pretty cool feature about this game, if we come down here into extras, we can check out the replays of our recently played games with quite a few in-depth stats of each game. So let's move on. We have 6 available playable characters in the early access: King Apu, Sephira, Olaf, Paco, Chief Feathers, and Volt, with 2 more characters being released on release date, which is going to be tomorrow, as well as being promised more and more characters to be added in the game as the game advances. Each and every one has their very unique and personalized style of combat as well as unique moves. So the first time jumping to Brawlout, you may find it a little bit simple and basic, especially if you're new to the genre, because we only have 2 different attack buttons, the simple attack and let's call it the special attack. And it is a little bit more complex than it seems at first sight, as it's all about the combos and stringing your attacks together efficiently. Most of the gameplay mechanics are probably self-explanatory, seeming as Super Smash Bros. Is such a massive title and everyone knows about it. But just for those of you who are maybe completely new to the genre, the most important thing you need to take into account of these sort of games is we don't have health bars. What we have is percentages, which each time we get hit, that percentage is going to get higher and higher. And what this means is the higher that percentage is, the easier it's going to be for our opponents to send us flying off the map or out of bounds. And that is the way we obviously lose lives in this game, by getting sent off the map or out of bounds. One of the unique features about this game is the rage meter. The longer the battle goes on without us falling off the map, our rage meter will keep on increasing, which is going to allow us to unlock more powerful moves. However, do take into account every time you fall off the map or lose life in any way, your rage meter will be reset straight back down to 0, so it definitely does reward you for trying to stay alive as long as possible. Even in the early stages of this game, we do have access to 5 different maps, and maps on this game are not just a pretty background. Each one does react in a unique way, and some of them there's no edge to fall off, they're simply out of bounds. On the ice map, for example, some of them, the ground starts to get destroyed and the map gets smaller and smaller as you continue fighting. One of the great things about this game, as much as I do love the Super Smash series, is that being related to Nintendo means that YouTubers have had to stay way away from any sort of content related to it, obviously. But this is finally going to be an opportunity for YouTubers to explore this realm a little bit more. And I'm not saying this is the only competitive platform fighter available apart from Smash, but it's definitely looking like one of the most promising I've seen in the recent years. It's looking absolutely amazing. Apart from its beautiful graphic style, its gameplay is definitely orientated towards a competitive sort of scene, and it looks like it may well have a good spot waiting for it in the esports scene, as the developers have made it clear they want to take it down that path. Not only do we have the ranked games, we also have in-game tournament pages to sign up for online tournaments to play against other players and test our skill. We even have a Brawlout TV to check out other fights going on live right now, as well as check out recent replays by other fighters. Another thing I'm really proud of is that the developers are actually pushing and encouraging YouTubers and streamers to play their game. On the main page of their official website, you come down here, there's even a section for streamers on Twitch, YouTube, Hitbox, Beam, if you want to request a code, and they might even send a copy your way to play the game. And I'm really glad to see more and more developers sort of embrace the YouTubers and the streamers out there with their releases. So I'm predicting this game definitely has potential to be huge, especially in the esports community in the next few months, knowing this type of game does really have a huge following from Nintendo's title. So tomorrow is obviously going to be a massive day one way or another for the guys over at Brawlout, and so in case any of you are watching, I wish you the best of luck, and I really would like to see this game do great. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this game for now. As you can probably tell, this definitely has my approval, and I cannot wait until tomorrow's release date to actually get in and play some online games instead of playing against bots. But anyway, I hope you did enjoy this video, guys. If you did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe for more content, and we'll see you next time.